downstairs.
Hi everybody, Lori here from Unique in the Creek. We are going to be making a horse or a unicorn, whatever you want it. I'm just going to wait for people to jump on. It's fast how people jump on all at the same time, eh? Okay. Hi, Angela. Hope you're doing well. Okay. Am I what? How can I be pixelating? Oh. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera up. It's not as pretty as my unicorn, but hey. Hi, everybody. How is everybody? Tammy, hi. Oh, yeah, if you guys could share this video, that would be great. I never get any exposure. I'm so new. Yeah, tonight we're going to be making a horse, another horse. This one's going to be a different style. I'm not doing burlap. So if you're wanting to do your horse with burlap, then check out the Facebook Live video I did, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. That's all done in burlap. So this one I'm going to do a different technique. The technique that I used on the unicorn. And you can use pretty much any kind of fabric. Now I did the unicorn in like a felt fabric because I figured it's not going to go on somebody's front door. It'll probably go in some little girl's room. So felt is okay to use it to make the unicorn. I felt quite comfortable about that. The horse I'm doing today, well, no, it's a horse, but I'm going to show them how to make it into a unicorn if they want. Okay. Yeah, I don't want too many unicorns. I'm doing today, I'm doing a gray one. Gray. Let's see what's going on here. Everybody loves horses. Yeah, you guys wait to see how really easy this is. The burlap one was a little bit more time consuming, but this one's easy. The most time doing this one is cutting out your pieces that you want to use to put into the horse or the unicorn. I am doing half fabric and I'm doing the mane in deco mesh. And I'm going to show you guys how to do the bridle in deco tubing, just like I did on the unicorn. So this unicorn, all of this bridle is deco tubing. Okay. I'm not doing burlap tonight for the mane, but this is all just pink, 2 different pinks and a turquoise burlap. So you can learn how to make this mane on the other horse tutorial I did. It's exactly the same as the one I did in brown, or was it black? I can't remember. But I just used every other hole that for the mane I used a different color. So I started light pink, dark pink, teal. And then the same with her bangs, the unicorn's bangs. I just mishmashed a whole bunch of different of the 3 different burlaps, and I gave her some bangs up top. Hi, Mom. The unicorn horn. Now, it's not really the right size, but it is cute. The unicorn horn and this little ear, I actually bought in China. Well, I didn't go to China, but I bought them from China. And I'll be putting them on the website if anybody wants to use them. They're really cute. They're actually like a child's headband, you know, for a party or something. And what I did is I just cut, because there's like a round backing on the horn. I just pulled off the headband. You can even cut it off to get the horn. Okay, and then I just took one of the ears off and I hot glued it onto my unicorn's ear, because I did make the unicorn in white. So I just hot glued it, and that's all I did to make it a unicorn. And to make the unicorn, I did it in white. This is like a white fuzzy felt material. I bought this white felt material at Hobby Lobby in the fabric section. I think 3 yards of it. I can't tell you for sure, but I have a ton. I have left probably for unicorn. So this is what it came like one big sheet of this fuzzy. So the back looks like normal felt. The front is like almost like a fur type felt, and it was fairly cheap. So why am I pixelating? Anyways, I cut pieces of that. What took the most time was cutting the pieces for the horse. I cut them in 6x6 squares. Okay, and I just kept cutting, and as I just cut more as I was going along, because I didn't want squares all over the place, so I was just cutting what I needed. So yeah, so that's all I did was cut 6-inch and by 6-inch squares of this white felt, and I'm going to show you the way I made it exactly like the way I'm doing this horse tonight. Okay, so I don't know if some of you remember when I was doing the last horse that yeah, the horns are really, really easy to make too. I bought, when I was in Nova Scotia, I found these like styrofoam, they're about this big cone things, and they're like the perfect size for a unicorn. So I bought like 6 bags of them. There's like 3 in a bag. Brought them all the way back from Nova Scotia because I've never seen them before, and they were in some kind of little dollar store.
You get all the fun on one of the horses, don't you?
On the horses?
Somebody's asking if you can use all.
Oh yeah, you can use any material you want. What I'm using tonight is actually a blanket. If you guys remember last live on the horse, I showed you guys these 2 blankets I bought from Hobby Lobby. They were on clearance $10, and they really caught my eye because I thought, oh my God, that's perfect for a horse because it almost looks like horse skin, doesn't it? So that's one side of, and then you got another side of the blanket, which also looks like horse fur. So for $10, I got all this material. Oh my gosh, there's enough here to probably make 4 horses for $10. So you can use anything. If you see something that may look like something that would be good on a horse, grab it. So that's the caramel colored one. Tonight
Yeah, I know.
Oh, am I?
You keep pixelating for some reason.
I know. What is Mitchell doing anything?
I don't think so.
I don't know why I'm pixelating. I even did my speed test and everything, so. Anyways, I know it's a nice blanket. So I bought 2 of them. I bought a gray one as well. Might be because my camera's so close to the thing. I like to have it close so you guys can see my hands. So I bought a gray one. Again, this was $10 as well. So this is the one side of the blanket. So it's almost like it so much looks like horse skin. It's crazy. But this side is more shimmery. And then this side, it's more, it looks like faux fur, but it's not. It's almost like a minky, and the back is just normal material.
You have a patent on the horse board as well. Not playing copy, you just curious.
Yes. All our designs for Unique in the Creek are all amalgamated under 2 design patents. So the design patent is a real patent. It's just different than the utility patent. The utility patent we have as well for the flower thing. So we pretty much got ourselves covered in every way, so none of the big box can go and steal our idea. So anyways, so that's what I'm going to be using tonight. So I'm going to be doing a gray horse, and I'm going to be doing each, alternating each material. Just for the body. Now I've went and I've took me a while, but because I had to take all the stitching out of the blanket. So I just laid the blanket on the table, and I just folded it in half, then cut the side where it was folded and folded it in half again till I got smaller workable pieces of material. And then I cut them. I cut these ones 5 inches by 6 inches. Okay, so once you've done a few of them, you'll be able to decipher how long that you want it. But from doing a few of the other horses, I knew 5 inches by 6 inches would work nicely. But the unicorn one, I did do 6 by 6. Okay, so when you do get the horse, there is a digital download. So check your emails. If you ordered the horse, you will get the horse map. And the map is just an easy way, because when you get your board, you'll look at it and think and get overwhelmed. It just looks like a whole bunch of holes. But the holes are put specifically in a place to make the actual horse outline so you can tell it's a horse. So I've labeled where, like, the holes for the mane, the hanging holes, the ear holes. There's a hole here that you're going to share with the mane and the fur. If you're going to be doing the bubble method, I did it with the burlap last time. You would start on these 2 holes and work your way around. Tonight I'm going to show a different method. It's easier than the bubble method, I find. I think I'll just get started and show you. Hi, everybody.
I want to do a paint horse too.
Oh, what? A paint horse?
Different kinds. Like
Splattered. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You'll see me alternate between holes. Now, I've gone ahead and I've already pre-started this horse, just so you guys, because it's pretty monotonous. Once you do it watch me do a few times, then it's the same over and over. So I didn't want to bore anybody. So what I've done, okay, so this is the bottom. Now I got to straighten it all out, but I did alternating of different fabrics. So when the sun hits it or the light hits it, you can see a bit of the shimmer. You can probably get to see it now. And this is just black and silver deco mesh I'm using for the mane. Now you can use, I really like the burlap for the mane because it really does look like horse fur, but I didn't feel like getting burlap all over the place. And I've already done the burlap tutorial once already, so I thought I'd give you guys a different way that you can do your horse and your mane as well. So once you get the board and start, working with it, your creativity will come out big time. Like we'll walk through Hobby Lobby and think, oh, I can use that for a horse. So for now, I'm just going to teach you a few different methods. So for this technique, what I've done, I sat and watched my TV programs, and I have put in zip ties already, loosely zipped into every hole of my board. Okay, except for these ones because I was going to show you guys. So doing it this way saves you a lot of time because you're not flipping your horse over, and the way we're going to do the hair anyways, you can have it pre-done anyways. So it took me maybe 15 minutes to put all the zip ties in, but now I'm not fooling around, flipping the horse board over, trying to get the zip ties in and stuff like that. So to do your horse, you're going to go use the bottom hole closest to the bottom, the hole closest to the bottom. You don't have to use that hole. I just make it a habit because I want all my zip ties when I'm flipped it over. You guys can see how nice the back is. See how all the heads are facing the one way and it looks nice and neat, right? So if you make a habit of putting your zip tie in the same holes all the time, then your back will be nice and neat as well. So I just make sure I always use the bottom hole, and I'm just gonna put it through the corresponding hole and have a little, you'll hear a little zip, and that's perfect. And then I'm gonna do this hole. So what I've done for the main, so these holes are gonna be for the main. I just went around the outside of the board and zip ties in there. Okay, so you would sit with your feet up, put all your zip ties in all at once after you cut your fur or whatever you're doing. And now the board's ready to have the material put in. Now for the bottom part of the horse, so that would be from this neck down. I did, so you can see, row 7, 8, 9, and 10 on the sheet is the head, and then row 6 and down is the body. So you can do the two in different styles if you want. So that's what I've done. Now this style, as I did for the bottom, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. So I alternated between the two different fabrics. So right here I have to use the shiny one, and then I'll use the dull one, and then the shiny one. So all I did was I took my piece of fabric. Now this fabric is kind of like a jersey material, so it doesn't like to cooperate with me. But I'm just going to scrunch it up through the side. So just like that. And I'm just going to, let me turn this so you guys can see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed this through that zip tie. I grab the corner and make sure it's even and pull down, and then I'm going to zip it till it hits the board. Oh, it's a little bit twisted. There we go. And then once I have the material where I want it.
If people didn't get the horse, the switch or didn't get an email with the horse picture,
You would have got it today.
can you resend? Well, a couple of, you can look at the comments at the end. And
well, there's always way too many comments for me to go through.
oh, okay, there's a couple of them.
You guys, the horse map was sent today, so check your emails and make sure you check your junk, because everybody that ordered the horse did automatically get the email. So again, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of pinching up the sides, the very side here, and then I'm just feeding it through the zip tie, bringing it down and making sure it, and once it's even, I'm just zipping it in. Before I tighten it, I'll fix it, make sure it's still even, and pull down. So I've done this row right here. Another way you can do it, which I've done on the unicorn, so I'm going to show you what I did on the unicorn, is unicorn one, I wanted the hair to kind of look pointy. So what I did is I just put my 6x6 piece in a diamond shape, and then I scrunched from corner to corner. Okay, and then I used a clothespin to hold it because it's thick, like it's very thick material, but it's so pretty when it's finished. And then I just grabbed my horse. Now it'll look a little bit different. These look more square, and when you put this will look more like a petal. You overlap them. It does look like hair. So just point them down and zip it. There we go. So that's, you can see that it's got like a pointy. This one, this material, I was trying it to do the pointy way, And there was no sense doing it because it just wasn't staying pointy. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to stick it in and let it hang down, and it looks great. So I just tried different things. But this material, doing it like a petal and just bringing the points down is beautiful. It looks nice and full. So I'll bring the unicorn back up so you can see how that all lays on top of each other. So you don't see any of the frame, and it just looks like fur hanging down. Okay. So that's two ways you can do it. You can either do it square, like I'm doing, or turn it like into a diamond and make it like a sunflower petal, and put them all going pointy that way. Okay, so I'm going to continue on this. So I have shiny material. So I just feed it through the zip tie. And again, you can do this on your lap while you're watching TV, because you just have your pieces of material or burlap or whatever you're using. You can just feed it through the zip ties, and then I'm going to put this piece in. Now the head, I'm just going to do all in this light gray furry material. I wish you guys could feel this. It is so soft, and it just feels like horse. Like as soon as I seen it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that will be perfect. Okay. So this is where you can add different colors. Somebody said they wanted to do a painted horse. So you just add colors wherever you want. If you do the same material, it'll look nicer. So if you're going to do a horse all out of felt, then do all the colors with felt. Okay, where am I? So I'm starting on this row now. So I'm just feeding it through, kind of making sure it's centered right at the bottom of the zip tie. And then I zip tie it till it hits the board. So it's still not too tight, and then I fix it. And then once it's fixed, I tighten it and pop it in the hole. What are you doing, dog? What is she doing? She's like freaking out here.
I have no idea.
So anybody else get their horses today? I know a few people have. There was a whole bunch sent out on Friday and Saturday, and a whole bunch were sent out today again. And I know they're packed up a bunch again for tomorrow. So they're coming, and we're almost caught up to yesterday. Was it yesterday? For flower and character boards. So we're doing not bad. I had mentioned before we are going to be switching suppliers soon, and you will not have to wait anymore for to get your frames anymore. But that's all I'm telling you guys. They'll be very easily accessible, and we will always have a ton of stock. Oh, where am I?
Where do I order the horse board? Is it on their site?
It is on the site. Yeah, it's on the site. Now the horse boards, if you are ordering character boards or flower boards with your horse, please don't order them with the horse if you want them ASAP. Only because the horses are being cut. Dave is the only one cutting the horses. Our other manufacturers are not cutting the horses. And so it's just Dave. And he's doing it in between other stuff that he has to do for the business. So I'm not giving any guarantees on how fast the horses will get out. We're getting him out as quick as we can. Like he's cut like 75 of them just in the last couple days. But I don't want to guarantee anybody a time. Now, once we get the new manufacturer who's doing the character boards and the wreath frames, then Dave will be just focusing on horse and the Christmas tree frames. So there is lots going on, you guys.
I know everybody wants their horse, and I'm trying to get it out as quick as I can to you.
They're coming. And also, too, they're really, because they're so big, packing them up has been quite the challenge, too, because they do take, they have to go in a box, and they do take quite a bit of time to, you know, tape up the box and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm done that one. All right, so I am done the body. So as you can see, there is a lot of material on here, and I'll straighten it all. Right now it's all bunched up, so I'll have to go along and pull them all down. But it's very pretty. I don't know if you guys can really see how pretty this is. And I haven't done these main yet because I'm going to do the face.
Can't wait for the tree.
Now the face, if you can see, it's going in a different direction than the the fur of the bottom. And I wanted to do that just so you can make a distinction in the horse. And to do, what's that, honey?
So I said, I can't wait for the tree, and then Michelle says, Christmas trees, what?
Yep, Christmas trees. Okay, so if you guys can see that I just spilled my sparkling water. These are a different kind of, I don't want to say petal, I don't know what it's called, but it's a different way I'm doing the top. Now you guys can still, like you watched with the burlap where I was doing the, what's it called, bunching through each zip tie. This way is just, it's a little bit flatter and it contours the horse's head really nicely. And the only way, the way I did that, now I'm going to do the top, his head, only in this material.
Yes, there will be a Christmas tree eventually.
Yes, there is coming a Christmas tree. We are working on so many different things. You guys are going to be blown away, but time is just
secrets too.
Yeah, we have secrets. Time is just not on our side. Like, we have so much going on, not just with the making of everything and shooting tutorials and everything, but just business aspect too. It's crazy. What we've been sitting in boardrooms, and when all I want to do is create, but I have to sit and listen to lawyers and everything. So, okay, so I have my 5x6 piece. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it so it's long ways, so it's a little bit longer. Now, if you're doing 6x6, you won't have to do this because obviously your 6x6 will be square. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over, and I'm just going to make sure it's even along the edge. Okay, now I have a folded edge, and then I have the open edge here. I'm going to scrunch along the open edge, just along the bottom like that. Okay, you can use a clothespin to hold it. And then you're going to just feed the end of that, I don't know what you call it, petal.
Jackie, we get our zip ties from Uline, but you can get them from...
They have Home Depot. You know where I've seen, where was the advertising for zip ties? Harbor Freight. You guys have Harbor Freight over in the States, and they have really good zip ties for cheap. Now remember, you want 5, 6, you can even use 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 inch, but you want them at 18-pound strength. So they're not the heavy duty thick ones. They're really thin. The heads of the zip tie are small. Okay, and they fit nicely into our holes. So there's the one, and then I'm going to do another one. So just fold it over, meet it up at the top and the bottom. Then I'm going to, this horse board is $12.50. You just scrunch the bottom, so you're kind of making like a fan type pedal, and just stick it through the zip tie and pull your zip tie down. Can't get any easier than that. Okay, so this is going to be your mane. Now I'm going to use this shared hole, so I want to put one more right there. So I'm going to put, because the mane's going to come, I don't want to see the board, so I'm just going to put a zip tie here and down through here, so it's going to have a shared hole. These two have shared holes, and I'm going to put a piece right there. Now this piece will probably not even be seen because the mane will go over top of it, but you don't want any bare spots just in case. Okay, there we go. I'm going to just tuck it. So everything overlaps. So when I was making the holes, that was the biggest challenge, was the distance between the holes to make sure everything overlaps, that you don't see anything, see the board or anything like that. So, and that's it to making the horse. So you really can sit and just zip tie material into your horse. Like I said, the hardest thing to do with the horse is cutting the pieces of fabric. Now, if you are using burlap, it is much easier. But this fabric is just so pretty. Now, I wouldn't recommend anybody hanging it outside, but we look beautiful above a fireplace in a rec room or something. That's for somebody that loves horses. Piece. I think my scissors need to be charged. So you fold it in half. You're going to scrunch along the bottom. That's the cut piece. Put it, I'm going to start over here. Put it in your zip tie and zip it tight. And you can open it up and it forms. Oops, sorry guys. I didn't even realize I was outside the screen.
Unique in the Creek is where you order the horse board from.
So there we got a nice formed nose. And it's not square. I've seen a few horse ones that looks kind of square, so.
How many rolls of burlap on a website makes one horse?
You need 1.5 of the, like a natural color, if you're going to do the body and the head natural color, and 1/2 roll of burlap for the mane.
Then Lori wants to know where you get the horse board from. UITC.com. If you want to say.
Yeah. Everything's on our website, uniqueinthecreek.com.
Oh. Patsy responded.
Patsy. I love Patsy. She's like an amazing Unique in the Creeker.
Uniquer in the Creeker.
Uniquer in the Creeker. Look how pretty that is. You guys love it? Now when I do the bridle, when I show you guys, I'm doing the bridle in black. And that's going to go over like that. Isn't that pretty? So I don't think you can get any easier making this horse. But now people will see the completed horse and they will think you spent so much time in detail and everything on this horse that you can sell this horse for a good amount of money. Even though it probably only cost you, like I said, I bought this blanket for $10, and then the horse board's $12.50, and you need about 1/2 roll of deckle mesh for the mane. So you're looking at not very much money, and you could probably ask about $75 when it's done.
Where did the rolls of burlap come from that you made the other horse with?
I bought them at Derice.com, but you have to have a wholesale account. So I bought a whole bunch of it, but I was looking at the sales today. Just had a quick, because I usually don't really look at the sales. It doesn't interest me. But I did look today, and it looks like a lot of the items I did put on the website are already sold out. So now I only bought, I don't want to get into the business of buying and selling accessories. I just wanted it more convenient. So once we switch manufacturers and you guys have more, you'll have a lot more places to buy the boards from, except like not just our website. Then you'll be able to, you know, order all your stuff all at once, like your mesh and your burlap and all that.
So you go from the bottom of the nose to the top of the ear?
Yeah, it lays better that way because it's you know, it's layering over top.
Okay, a lot of people are saying they didn't get the horse nose.
I just sent them about, because I forgot that the digital wasn't there. And then somebody asked me where the was, and it's like, oh shoot, the digital attachment.
I think a lot of people are.
Okay, they are. They're what?
They're gonna message you.
Check your. It's same with the tracking numbers. I know everybody gets their tracking numbers. I just don't know why a lot of people can't find them.
Is the lights on your page, do they on 6 hours turn off? Oh, did you put lights up on the page?
Yeah, the lights on my page. If you put the batteries in, say at like 6 o'clock. So the very first time you're going to use your lights, you put the batteries in, say 6 p.m. The lights will stay on for 6 hours. So they will shut themselves off at midnight. So that's 6 hours. And then they'll turn themselves back on 18 hours later, which is 6 o'clock again. So you never have to really remember to turn your lights on and off. Oh, it's sticky, which is really nice for wreaths, because nobody that hangs a wreath is going to remember to turn their lights on and off all the time. And they last a long time. I've told this story before. I'll tell it again. One year, when I first found the lights, one year I put them on. I did myself like a big Mickey Mouse candy can wreath, and I put the lights in there. And when Christmas is over, I put all the Christmas stuff underneath the closet that's underneath the stairs in the basement. So when I went to go do laundry, it totally freaked me right out, because there was this glow coming from the bottom of the door under the closet. I still remember running up the stairs screaming that somebody's in the closet with a flashlight, but it was only my lights that turned on. I forgot to actually turn them into the off position. So those batteries lasted through the whole season and more. So when Dave actually looked underneath it, sure enough, it was my Mickey Mouse candy can glowing away. See, it's much easier to do from the nose back. I started this one here, but I still have to put in this one to fold it over. I have a hot mess here. So this is why I pre-did this. So, because this is all that is involved on making the horse.
Electric scissors,
Amazon, electric scissors, Amazon. They're amazing. They have pink ones now. Mine are very old. I think I need a new set. I need new pink ones. But I'm very frugal. I probably won't get new ones, so these ones absolutely die on me. Notice how I said frugal and not cheap. Okay, we're almost done the head. This is so cool. You guys probably can't even see like really how cool this is from your side, which sucks, but trust me, it's really nice. So I'm almost done this, and then we'll go ahead and do the mane. Like I said, I probably would have liked to do a black burlap mane on this one because I really like the burlap for the manes, but I wanted to show you guys a different way to do it with stuff that you have on hand. So I had the black and silver deco mesh, so I thought, oh, that'll look pretty, and it does. So once I'm all done, I'll flip my board over, cut off the tails, check if I missed anything. You can pretty much tell if you missed anything because you'll see a big empty space. Oh my God, a little girl would die over these. Like, they're so snuggly. I want to snuggle it. I might have to keep the caramel colored one for as an actual blanket because it's so nice and soft. So yeah, you can do ollie fun with this. What else could you? Any kind of felt. What else? Deco mesh. Like, there's sky's the limit. You can pretty much use anything. Oh, I was thinking of like doing a Christmas one, and there's a lady that does beautiful horses, and she uses I can't remember her name. She's the horse lady or something, but she uses Christmas tree sprigs, you know, the green, and makes the whole horse out of the green sprigs, which would be really cool because you just have to zip tie the sprig right into the board. Now it would, I don't know if she uses a lot of hers outdoors. You would probably have to spray the board if you were going to use it for outdoor, like especially in the winter. Easier to do this on my lap than down and trying to figure out.
You're going to post this picture. Also want to see the other one.
Yeah, both of them are on the Facebook page. Well, this one will be on my Facebook page when we're done, and the other is on the Facebook page already. So you can mix and match. You can do, you know, your horse this style and do the burlap style from the other one. Okay, I think I have it. This is a blanket I found at Hobby Lobby for $10. It was regular $40, guys, so it wasn't a cheap blanket. But you can get this material just by the yard too, like just in the fabric section. Hobby Lobby, when I went, they have tons of stuff. Okay, so I just have one space here. Just use the shared hole, and I'll flip this over. We'll cut off all the tails.
That would be really cool as a tablecloth horse.
A tablecloth horse?
Yeah.
What kind of tablecloth?
I don't know. We'll find
I was thinking of using faux leather. You ever see leather? Leather really looks like horse skin as well.
faux leather.
Faux leather.
Leather.
Pleather. Although this is really, I wish I found dark brown. This dark brown would have been really cool. All right, so we're done the head. We're done the head. We're done the body. Now I'll be moving everything around in a sec. And now we're going to go and we're going to do the ear. Now to do the ear, I think I'm going to use this fabric again.
How much material do you think it would take? I guess it would depend on.
Well, I bought 3 yards. I think it was 3 yards of the white full felt.
Breaking up again.
Oh, sorry. I bought 3 yards of this white full felt, and I can do 2 unicorns with it. So I think like 1.5 yards of whatever should do the trick. Okay, so to make the ear, I should probably use a more square piece. So you're going to fold it over into like an umbrella looking shape. Then you're going to take this corner and you're going to bring it down to the bottom corner. And then you're going to take this one and you're going to also bring it down. Okay. Now you can have the folded side up, but I like to put it down. I'm going to zip. I'm going to put a zip tie. Now this is kind of tricky because this material is so soft. Okay, so I'm just going to put a zip tie down near the bottom. It's what?
Kind of blurry right where you're working.
Okay, so I zip tied the bottom. I'll cut this off. I think it'll be big enough. Yep.
Yeah, you are out of focus. It's I don't know what's going on.
It might be my camera, because I try to keep my camera so close to where I'm working so you can see.
I think that's the problem.
I think so. So what you're going to do is I zip tied the bottom. So this is going to be my ear, or you can use the folded side. It's up to you. But I'm going to then slide in another zip tie through the one I just put at the bottom.
Yeah, I know it was too blurry.
What was?
No one's seen you doing the folding because it was so blurred out.
I don't know how to fix these things. Tighten this too much. There we go. Oh, it was going right through the material. Okay, and then I'm going to zip tie the ear right into these holes here. I might have to do another ear. I finagled that one. I screwed it all up.
It's cleared up now.
Is it raining out yet?
No.
Yeah, I think I got to do another ear. It's not raining? Okay, I'm going to have to do another ear. I don't like this one.
Yeah, just as well. People can see. Then.
Okay.
It's really hard
All
to
right,
see.
let's try her again.
Go from the beginning. Do the folding again.
Listen to you. So I'm going to take, it's not really a square, but you would take a 6x6 square and you're going to fold it over to the corner. And then you're going to take this corner and fold it down. And then this corner and fold it down. Oh, that worked okay because I'm not using that side anyways. And then you're going to just scrunch the bottom and put a zip tie around the bottom. But you want to try and do it. This is really finicky material. It's very, very soft. It's much easier to do this with the burlap, but. Okay, now before I tighten it, I'm going to fix and make sure it's all sitting right.
Just started spitting at bottom of the rail.
Who said that? Oh, Kim. Hi, Kim. Yeah, we're supposed to get a big storm. I was wondering. Okay. Then I'm going to put a zip tie through here again.
Swedish braid, is that what that is?
A what?
Michelle said Swedish braid. Is that what that is?
What's a Swedish braid?
Oh.
What's a Swedish braid, Michelle?
Did you do something not even knowing what it was?
Maybe. All right. We got a better ear here.
I hear you.
You're so funny. Oh, I forgot to cut this off. Okay. So what you do once you got your ear secured on, you are going to put some hot glue on the board here and then press down your ear. I could have made a better one, but this material is really soft, but that's good enough for now. And then fold over, because this is all going to be main, so you won't even see any of that. Okay.
Oh, that's what the fold is, she said.
Oh, that's what the fold is? Oh,
You
I didn't know that. Okay, so I'm going to put my horse to the side now because I'm going to show you how to cut the decoupage. So I'm done with all this material. So this blanket will definitely make probably 2, 3 full horses. I have a ton left. I still have some that's not even cut yet. So if you guys scored the blankets when I told you guys to, yahoo for you guys, because you guys got a good deal. Okay, and it was in the seasonal section, so if you want to check your Hobby Lobby. All right, so I got a 10-inch roll of decoupage, and this decoupage is just black with silver metallic running through it, and I'm going to cut it at 10 inches. So I'll have a 10 by 10 piece.
Do you all have unicorn?
What?
Do you all have unicorn boards?
This is a unicorn board. All you have to do is put a horn on it after we're done the horse, and it's a unicorn. But this is the same horse done in a unicorn, the same style, but with felt and burlap. So if you missed the burlap tutorial, it's on my Facebook page still under the videos, and I show you how to do the mane with burlap. And this white is exactly the way, almost exactly the way I'm doing the gray one right now. Okay?
Stay tuned tomorrow when we make a hippopotamus.
No hippopotamus. You're silly. Okay, so for the very bottom mane, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 holes for the mane. So from here down, so right around the hump here, and you guys can do it whatever way you want, but I'm going to just do 3 pieces of deco mesh into each of these holes, and then the ones near the head, I'm just going to do 2 pieces because we don't need it as full and as long. So to make all I did was, these are 2 pieces, and I'm going to zip it onto the mane, but I'll show you how I made them. All you're going to do is take your piece, a 10-inch by 10-inch deco mesh that you just did, turn it sideways so it makes a diamond, but you want the curl side up this time. Usually we use curl side down, but this time you want the curl side up, and then you're just going to roll from corner to corner. Okay, and then fold it down. And you have a piece, and when you add 2 or 3 pieces, you have a nice full mane. And that will, they'll all overlap on each other. Now what I've done to make sure it stays secured and in the way I want it to stay, because if we zip tie it onto the board, just like the pieces go left and right and go all over the place. I want them to stay like a fan, like this. So I'm going to put a zip tie on top, so it stays the way I want it to stay. Okay, so that's 3 pieces. And I'll do one more time. I will do, because I have a few to do. So you're taking your 10-inch piece, you're with the curl up, and you're just gonna roll. Roll from corner to corner. And you can fold it down. I put it in the clothespin till I make all the pieces that I need. So roll it. And I'm sure there's a billion other different ways. You guys will figure it out. These are just me sitting here fooling around with math.
Yarn makes some beautiful. I think she needs yarn makes a beautiful thing.
Yeah, yarn too. I did some yarn. It looks actually like hair, and I did one of the horses with it. I did a chocolate lap horse. I think I put pictures on, and yarn. It's so pretty. Okay, so I got 3 pieces. So I'm gonna stick them in amongst each other so they're folded, and then I'm going to put a zip tie around the top. So again, it stays in place like I want it, because I don't want the main, like the rolled tubes shooting all over the place. So I got a few made here, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to zip them in. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, I put zip ties in the main, and I don't need them yet. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to feed my zip tie with the flat side facing up. I'm going to feed it in between the zip tie at the top. I'm going to tighten it, and I'm going to cut that tail off. Now I'm going to find the hole for the main. Lift this up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to find the hole for the main. I'm just going to put one end through the zip tie, or through the hole, and then the other one, I want to move the zip tie more to the side than the back part of it. Now you can, like I said, try zip tying. I tightened it too much. Zip tying right onto the board, but I wanted to control where the hair goes so it stays straight like this, and it'll just keep layering over top. So this is what I came up with.
Angela said you're such a great teacher.
Oh, well, thank you. Okay, now I put it through the side of the zip tie, and now I'm just going to zip this, bring it around, and pop it in the hole. Oh, of course, I put it in wrong. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to twist this over. And then now it's in there. You can move these wherever you want, more towards the horse if you want. You can play with that later. Okay, so another one, I'm going to go, where's the other 3? I just made another one. There we go. So again, go through the side, I guess, not through the back. It's just a little bit easier. I went, of course, in the wrong side. Let's bring this around. There we go. Once you guys play around with it too, you'll figure it out as well as you're going. Because, like I always say, I'm no expert. Oh, that one didn't even zip. No expert, so you guys will probably figure out easier ways to do it than I can. But I think this zip tie is a dud, of course, because I struggled getting it in there. Once you guys play around with it too, you'll figure it out as well. God, I sound horrible on a.
There you go.
There we go. Wasn't a dud. Okay, tighten this one. Snip off the tail. So I have 3 pieces of deco mesh in these ones from here down. Now from here up, the smaller, because we're getting top of the head, we don't want as much mane. There we go. So I'm going to just use 2 pieces. I might be able to just zip tie it through the 2 pieces because they're not like sticking out all over. We'll see. Yeah, it seems that works. So if you have 2, you can zip tie it right on the board. 3 pieces was too thick.
Putting my zip ties in, that's a lot of zip ties.
What's that?
Barbara says, putting my zip ties in, that's a lot of zip ties.
Yes, it is. Well, you can use pipe cleaners as well.
Oh,
That would be brutal. But it's not like it's hard. You just sit and put zip ties in. Okay.
That's the housewives or something. Housewives of Wreathing.
Housewives of Wreathing. Say what?
I'm coming up with a lot of TV show ideas.
Why?
I'm gonna be a producer.
Really? There's probably an easier way to do this. The Wreathing Network. Are we still having Scott star in it?
He's gonna be the host of Wreath Wars.
Wreath Wars. Dave's bound and determined to start a show called Wreath Wars. And we're going to get Scott Waterman to host it.
Are you showing instructions for pre-color the clown online?
I didn't particularly do one, but Michelle from Monkey's Creation, she did one, a tutorial, and I put it on the page because she did an amazing tutorial. I couldn't do it better than myself, so there is, just check in the video section. That's looking pretty snazzy. Can you, what does it look like on the screen there, hon?
It looks cool.
Does it look cool? It really looks cool because it looks like it's flowing and you can move them around. Okay. So again, if you're doing a unicorn.
Design what Scott's talking about. You got him up right now.
Oh, hi Scott.
No,
I was just
doing a live.
Oh, he's doing a live.
Yeah, he's talking about you.
Oh, is he? I was talking about him too. So if you're doing a unicorn and you want to use deco mesh, you would just do it the same way, but you would do each 3 pieces different colors. I must say I do prefer the burlap, but it's just such a mess because you have to pull all the strings out and everything. But once you guys have done one or two, you'll figure out which way you like to do it. Scott, no!
He just ended his to join you.
Oh, did he? Well, I mentioned to him earlier that I was doing the horse, so he needs to watch because he wants to make one. Now pay attention, Scott. You missed half of it already, but that's okay.
Yeah, here comes Scott's crowd.
Oh boy. Scott, bring everybody with them.
He's on his way.
All right. Well, if anybody's buying any boards, make sure you use Design with Scott tutorial or coupon code. you'll get a special discount, and he gets a little bit too for the referral, and everybody makes everybody happy.
Scott Squad.
The Scott Squad. Do I have a squad? I don't have a squad. I'm too new yet.
You went from like 80 people to 188.
Oh. Welcome, everybody. We're making a horse. Well, we're going to turn it into a unicorn for a second. Okay, so this is a deco mesh mane. I did do another tutorial last week on doing an all burlap horse. Hi, everybody's from Scott Squad.
Scott got a haircut.
Scott's so handsome. Okay, we got one more.
We can make you a squad real quick.
Yeah, what would my squad be called? Everybody's got these hashtag things, and I don't have a hashtag thing. I don't think. There's Damon has Damonites. I think they're called Damonites. Not even sure.
Yeah, Scott sent us to crash the party. 205 people.
Well, welcome everybody. We're making a horse with our really, really cool new horse board. This horse we're doing, I made out of a blanket, pieces of a blanket that I found that actually looks like horse fur. And our new Unique in the Creek board. And zip ties. And I'll flip it over for you guys in 1 second. I need one more piece of deco mesh. What's the matter, Bob?
What?
What are you saying?
Becky,
See what happens when you try to just zip it.
oh, here, Scott. He says, oh my God, I'm so sorry, girl.
What's he sorry about now?
I don't know.
Are you sorry about bringing all these people over, Scott? Lori's crew. I have a crew.
I think you liked his haircut. It was pretty good.
I was seeing him earlier. I thought I was. Maybe it was a repeat. Okay, so to do the mane, for those of you just joining me, I just did a 10 by 10 deco mesh piece, and I turned it into a diamond curl, rolling it.
Crew.
The what?
Creek Crew.
Oh, Creek Crew. That's the one. Who came up with that one?
Connie.
That's an awesome one. Okay, so
Be bored lady.
board lady. So I'm only doing 2 pieces of deco mesh from the neck up, and then from the neck down I did 3 pieces, so it's a lot looking for the mane. And again, if you want to do unicorn, you can use all different colors deco mesh. My unicorn has, I'll show you guys in a second, my unicorn is burlap.
Yeah, you gotta catch everybody up now.
I know.
He's handsome with his new
Okay, so, and I'm putting them through, there's an when you buy the horse board, you get a horse mat. You know what? I have no idea. I did say it and showed everybody on my burlap horse tutorial. So if you
the Creek Crew.
up the creek.
Up the Creek Crew.
So if you really want to know what the blanket is called and everything, on my tutorial with the burlap, I did show the blanket I was going to make because I was so excited. And I did show what brand and everything that it was. But I did find it in the seasonal. I don't know why it would be seasonal, but in the clearance. Okay, so for those of you just joining us, this is the back of our horse board. And now we're just going to cut all the zip tie tails. So we have a nice, neat looking back. I've already put my hanging string.
Hashtag Scott Squad, hashtag Creek Crew.
Creek Crew. That's cool. Because I really didn't.
No paddle.
What's that?
Up the creek, no paddle.
Tied in my hanging string. There we go. So again, you can use. I have quite a few men though. You can pretty much use any kind of material. Somebody was suggesting, well, I watched somebody do like Christmas tree twigs that you just zip tie in to make a horse. I personally like the burlap. The burlap horse that I did a few different colors. I'm not going to, you're going to cut all the zip ties and you can see at the bottom how nice the back is. So there's no covering it up. Sorry, I'm out of focus again. So you're going to cut all the ties off. Okay. Now I got to fix this ear somehow. My ear went all catty-wonky, but I'm just going to leave it for now. I'll probably pull it up, snip out the zip tie and redo it. And then you can start playing around with your horse mane. Okay, flatten this out. Now I'm going to do, so that's what we got so far. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I'm going to do a couple pieces on the main holes that are, oh, this is so big. This is like, what's the dimension? 22 by 16. So there's 2 holes right here that I'm going to use for the main, a piece of mane on the front of him. But I'm going to show you how I did the bridle.
Chairman of the board.
Who's the chairman of the board?
For the group.
Oh. Okay, so here's the unicorn. Ooh, look at his hair. He's got some wonky hair, or her. So this is the unicorn, and it's the same style that I just did with the gray and everything, except I used white felt. It's like a fuzzy felt material. I just bought it at Hobby Lobby in the fabric section, and I cut it into 6-inch squares. And the way I did it is the exact same way I just did the gray horse, except no, it's not the exact way. I did it like you do a sunflower petal. So you scrunch it up like this, and then you flip it down, and then you zip it in so those points are facing down, and they all layer on top of each other, so you don't see any of the zip ties or anything like that. And then this mane is light pink, dark pink, and turquoise burlap. So you would do it the exact same way I showed you in the last burlap horse tutorial, except I just used different colors. So when you use it all the way down. Okay, I didn't cut the zip ties off yet. And the bridle, I'm going to show you right now. This bridle I made, and it's so pretty. I made this bridle out of deco tubing because I wanted something really sparkly because it was a unicorn. And the contrast of all the colors, it was like perfect. And then this flower is just a clip-on flower. What?
Somebody asked to pin the page, but I don't know how to do this.
Oh, I don't know. I'm so Facebook illiterate and everything. I have to hire a social media person because well, actually, I did hire one, so, because I'm so stupid at this. Anyways, so I'm going to show you guys an easy way to do the bridle like I did here, just using deco tubing. Now you could use rope, you can use ribbon. What else have I used? Pieces of burlap ribbon. So you can use pretty much anything. But I have deco tubing. So I'm going to show you guys. So what I've done. So this is part of the bridle. So I'm going to use black. I probably should have used red, maybe. The red would have looked nice. No, the black looks nice too, because I have a nice blue flower or navy blue flower I'm going to use. I'll have to see when I'm done. Anyways, so to do the bridle, you get deco tubing. Now, I don't know if everybody knows what deco tubing is. It's like deco mesh, but it's in these long tubular like things. So all I did was braided 9 pieces together. Now I'll show you what I mean by doing that. So I have 3 strands of the deco tubing, and you want the the bridle to go from here, so from the just underneath the neck here to the back of the ear, and then we're going to have one going across the snout, and then we're going to have one going from the snout to the one that was on the back of that you did from the back of the ear. So I usually just measure out. So I've already done one. Actually, this is this one maybe. I think it's this one. Okay, so I'm going to do the one that goes like this around there. So I'm going to measure. Give yourself some slack because we are going to braid it. So you don't want.
Please.
I can't.
Yeah, just bring the camera up.
There. I'm not very good at computer and stuff like that. I have to get somebody to help me with all that one day. So what I'm doing is I'm going to measure. So I'm just going to loosely measure about this. Now, there's no, I'm just
Sorry, I have to
doubling it up. So now what I'm going to do, so this from my thumb to the end is the length I'm going to need. So I'm going to, I want 9 pieces of this deco tubing, all the same size.
I hope your mom's okay.
Oh no.
They're taking my mom to the hospital for high blood pressure.
Oh no. Let us know she's okay. Okay, so I'm going to fold it over and then I'm going to come back again. So I have three times I've done it. And I like to make sure I clip the ends before I cut it. That way I can find the 3 ends again. Okay, so now I have a whole bunch of pieces here. And then I'm going to snip where it's doubled over. Okay. And don't let it go because we're going to zip tie at the end. Put a zip tie at the end of these. Okay, nice and tight. So we have this kind of spidery looking thing. Now I usually clip it to my computer stand that I have in front of me to braid it, or I put it in my mouth and braid it. I'm just going to put it in my stand. So I've clipped the top, and then I'm going to take 3 pieces and 3 pieces, and then the center 3 pieces. So I'm going to go over. Now when I'm doing this, I'm keeping the 3 pieces flat because I want the bridle to be flat. So I'm trying to, when I'm braiding, to keep everything flat. So you can see it's a little bit thicker when you try and keep it, the tubes flat. And you don't want to pull too tight because if you pull too tight, you'll lose the glimmer and stuff from the deco tubing, and it'll be too skinny. You don't want it to be too skinny. Okay, coming to the end. So usually when I'm not on a live, I'm sticking the end of this instead of onto the computer thing. It's in my mouth. I think I even did it on one of the lives before. And now I'm going to zip tie the other end to make sure it stays closed. And there we go. We have a nice braided sparkly ball. Okay, I'm going to clip the ends off. Oh shoot, I didn't put my glue gun on. I forgot to put my hot glue gun on. That's okay. So this is going to be hot glued. I could probably even zip tie it. Actually, you know, I might. So you would put the one end of the bridle underneath its the crook of his neck there. Oh, I'm not very good. The crooked of his neck there, and then the other one just behind his ear. All right, so that's that. I think red would have looked really nice. Okay, so there's one. And then we have one that goes across his snout. Right there. 2. Where did my other one go? I did make 3 of them. Of course I lost it. Man, I work in such chaos. It's crazy. I lost one of my braided pieces. Just an FYI. All right, I'll have to braid another one. So this probably will go under here. And then I'll make a small one again and braid it. Although I already did it. I have no idea where it went. So I need a, what? Okay, so I'm gonna need about that much. So I'm gonna fold it over. 1, 2. And this is what I would do to make a big long one for the reins of the horse. And then I'm just gonna cut the folded part. And this one. Oh, I did this one too short. There we go.
What's Scott's code is designed with Scott?
Yes, it's Design with Scott, all in capitals, 1, no spaces. Okay, so I'm going to braid this one. This is for the snout part. I'm going to try and braid it without holding it down.
Love to see you. Please zoom out. Well, they want to see you.
Me? You don't want to see me. Why do you want to see me?
Go ahead and place it in your mouth.
Okay, let's go. Oh, son. There. That looks good. And I'll zip tie it across the bottom. Babe, can you get that glue gun over there? Over on by the dining room table. Okay, so you want to nice flatten it out. You can just, what my daughter calls pancaking it. It's pancaking your braid so it's flat. Snip off those ends. If you can plug it in for me, that would be great. You can trim this off. Trim this off. Thanks, honey. Don't ruin the place. Okay. So there we go. Now I'm going to hot glue these onto the back. Actually, maybe it's supposed to go in the front. No, it's supposed to go to the back. Well, the horse people would know. Yeah, it goes right there. Oh my, everything's shifting. Okay. So I'm going to wait for my hot glue gun to heat up. And I'm going to glue the on there. And then I'll probably, I got these really cute felt flowers. I bought them last year. They ended up, they were from Michael's. They were like two something, and I ended up getting them for like 25 cents each. So I scooped up a whole bunch of them. because they're really cute. And they just have a clip on it, so we can just clip a flower right to the bridle here. Look how pretty that looks. Okay, and then to make a rope or the reins for the horse, you would do the exact same thing, but big long pieces, and then you would attach it from here, so underneath the snout part, and make it as long as you want, so you can glue it right onto the board. So yeah, so you could glue this, and obviously it'd have to be longer, and then it would be just glued right onto the board, and then bring the hair back down. So here's one I did. So this is the wool I was talking about, that it actually looks like horse fur for the mane. So I just zip tied big clumps of it into the zip ties. This actual circle here that you can see right here by the thing, it was a napkin ring holder, and this was on top of it. So I took them apart. So I used the flower here, and then I used the ring thing around the napkin as the bridle part. And then this is just ribbon. And then I just got thick rope. You see them at all the craft stores and everything, to use as a rein. And then I gave him bangs at the top. And this is all, this one's all done in burlap in the same manner. Now the face of the horse is done with the bubble technique. So you'll see that in the previous video I did. Now you can do it in the same technique as I just did too. It almost makes the same effect. Okay, so it's not heated up. I gotta fix this nasty ear. I gotta fix this again. So if you just joined us and you want to see how I did the ear, what was it called? Something braided?
Swedish braid.
Swedish braid. So to do the ear.
Somebody asked where you got your little blue gun caddy.
Oh, you know what? I don't know. Somebody made it. Like I purchased it. And like it was homemade. Oh, sorry. Okay.
I don't know that they can't see what you're doing. Or...
So to do the ear, I'm just bringing corner to corner. And then bringing this corner over. And this corner over. So you can see it's like an envelope type. And I think I'm going to try and put a clothespin there. And then put the zip tie. It's much easier with the burlap, but this stuff is really slippery.
Can't see the horse. Yeah.
No, I haven't put the horse. The horse isn't in view yet because I'm trying to make this ear. There we go. This is slippery as anything, this material.
Horse boards are $12.50.
Horse boards are $12.50. Did I say that right?
Well, somebody's asking.
Okay, so at least it looks more like an ear now. And I'm just going to put a few dabs of hot glue. I don't know if it's warmed yet. There, to hold it down. Then I'll cut this off.
This is my question. How much would you sell the horse for?
This one probably about $75. Yep. Okay, there's the horse.
Scott says he's so sorry he was not here when you started.
Oh, that's okay. So I'm going to do the ear. So there, it looks more like an ear now. And I put a zip tie around the bottom and a zip tie through it, through that zip tie that's on there. And I'm just going to feed the ends through.
Type of fabric, blanket.
This is a blanket. I think it's like a minky. You could probably buy this material by the yard at like Joann's or whatever. It almost looks like horse fur or horse hair. I mean,
I don't know what that's, maybe it's on a tag or something.
what, the material?
Yeah. I would say we have a tag.
Do we? Now I need something to cover over this.
It is, the front is 95% polyester, 5% elastane,
Elastic. Oh yeah, because it's a kind of elasticy.
and the reverse is 100% polyester. That's all it says. So.
Oh. Okay. So I'm just waiting for my heating gun to my glue gun to heat up. And I'm going to put another piece of fur just because it is sticking out here. I do like the burlap mane better.
I can hear your husband talking. Is he helping you?
He always helps me. He's my hero.
You understand when Lori gets into the zone, she sometimes.
Yeah, I have a zone. I get into crafting or into a design and I don't even focus on anything else. I don't hear anybody. Sorry, I'm just fighting with zip ties here. Here we go. Okay. So I just put an extra piece there so it would cover this mane. I'm sure there's a much easier way, but I didn't have time to figure it out. Oh, that looks awful. There, I might have to just hot glue that down. It's not cooperating. Anyways, okay, so let's put the bridle on. I'll have to fool around with that. Did I lose all my pieces again? Okay, here's one, here's two, and here's three. So I'm just going to hot glue these into place. So the first one I'm going to do is the one on his snout. Now you could probably, if you want, if you're selling your horses, you definitely want them nice and neat. You could probably snip these zip ties out and tuck this under and put new zip ties in and have it secured with the zip tie there. I'm just going to hot glue it. So I'm going to put that. I'll put my clothespin on to hold the hot glue. There we go. And then a little bit more on this side. And I use Gorilla Glue sticks for all my hot gluing. It works really, really well, and I really don't worry about it coming undone. There. So I'm just going to put that like that. Oops. It's got to move over. I want to make sure it's straight. There we go. So I want to make sure our bridle is straight. And I'm just going to put a clothespin to hold on the hot glue. Okay, there's one. Whew. Now I'm going to do the one from the back of the head. So it's going to go from the back of the ear down underneath the crook of his neck there. And then this bridle will actually cover that deco mesh there, but I want to move it. Okay. All right, I'm going to flip this over. Get some clothespins to hold it. Don't burn my fingers. Actually, I have those rubber finger things around somewhere. I see them. Oh, there it is. There we go. That's easier. Okay, there's one side, and now this side is going to come. Oh my gosh.
What did you?
My clothespin thing. I guess I should have cut the ends off. These things are wiry.
How much do you sell those for?
So what?
Board or the wreath? Margaret and talking about boards, $12.50.
If you're talking about the boards, Margaret Ann, they're $12.50. And depending what material I use, you could sell the horses from $60 all the way up to, depending how much detail, like $100. Like you may want to put flowers and all that stuff in the mane of the horse.
You need a bigger table.
I do. I craft from my my living room table.
Actually, she crafts in her lap most of the time.
Yeah, usually I don't really sit at a table, because that's exactly why I kind of invented this, is because I can't sit very long at a table. So I do almost everything on my lap.
Did you ever answer where you got the, you don't remember where you got the glue caddy thing?
No, I can't remember. I got it a long time ago. Somebody on Etsy makes them. All right, so we're done that one. And these ones are done. So we just have one more. Lady, what are you doing? Get off my thing. So we're going to tuck this under. So I'm just going to put some glue right on the end of this already, because it's going to go underneath the one that's behind the ear. There we go. Make sure you don't get any of the fur in there. And then measure it down. Mine's a bit too long, but I'm just going to put some. Actually, you know what? I'm going to zip tie it right here and then cut it off. This one's a little bit.
Everything can be found on uniqueinthecreek.com.
Okay.
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 So I'm going to cut this because it was a little bit too long. And just tuck it underneath so it looks like one uniform piece.
Yes, Lori once made a rose on a road trip in the car.
Yes, I did. I made a huge rose on my lap in the way to on a road trip. Okay, so we have our bridle. Now I would make sure I glued this a little bit better, but I'll fix that up once I'm ready. Sorry, guys. And here you can add whatever you want. I have these really cute felt flowers. I think I'll put a navy blue one on there. So it's just got a clip on it. Now we can put hair. Look how pretty that is. It's pretty, eh? I had a teal flower around. Where'd it go? Oh, let's try the teal one. It might pop more. Oh, shoot.
How much done do you charge? Yeah, you don't sell them.
No, I don't sell finished wreaths. Well, I do for around here, like in my area. Okay.
But we have the unique wreath makers site where different people that make.
Yes,
their wreath.
if you do want a Unique in the Creek wreath, if you go to our Unique Wreath Makers page, everybody has listed where they're from and what, if they're making wreaths or if they're doing workshops or whatever. So if you can just search in in the search thing, you can just put in your city and your state, and somebody that is making our wreaths will pop up. There's quite a few people, so. All right. Oh my, doesn't that look nice? Next time I should probably do it on a bigger table with the camera out. Okay, so eventually I'm going to put another bridal thing coming, or not, the rain coming down. And now I'm going to put 2 pieces of deco mesh on for the hair, or for his. Now I don't know what size I cut it. I just cut it. I don't need it. I don't want it really big. So again, I'm just going to roll it like I did the other ones, and I'm only going to use 1 piece. Yeah, I'll probably have to trim it because it's.
Sell the flower boards, the character boards.
So I'm going to have to. Actually, maybe if I try this. I'm trying something here, people.
Trying something?
Yeah.
You're trying something in my life.
Well, I haven't really used deco mesh on my horses, so this is all a learning thing for me too. It's just really easy with our boards to actually fix the mistake. Okay, let's see what I can do with this.
See, now you're going off on a tangent.
I'm going off on a tangent. What are you talking about?
Nobody really knows what you're doing.
Oh, I'm putting the hair where his eyes are. I'm trying to do it in deco mesh. So I'm experimenting here, people. And this is what I do all day long to find you guys new different things. I sit and play with everything. Yeah, that's okay. I might have to glue it. I might have to trim it too. So I'm just cutting a random piece. I don't even know how big it is. And rolling it. Fold it over. Then I'm going to fold it over again. But I'm going to.
What's this piece for?
There's 2 holes for the. I don't know if horses have bangs, but they look like bangs to me.
Your horses do.
What? My horse has bangs.
We love you working out the kinks for us.
What's that?
We love you working out the kinks.
Yeah, this is what I do. Okay. I have no idea if it's going to look okay. I think if I put 1 more piece in, it might look okay. I'm going to trim it. You guys will get your own style when if you're going to be doing a few horses. You'll figure out your own way to do them. Like I said, I've done so many burlap ones. I really like the burlap, but it's messy as anything. So I wanted to try something different. And now I'm just opening them up just so it I kind of want the phrase this time. Usually we're trying to get rid of phrase. I think it needs to be a little bit shorter.
Looking great.
It does look great. I'm just going to trim his bangs a little bit shorter. I'll have to shake him off outside. Actually, that looks cute. Oh, my thing came off. Put the glue here. So I really don't know what I'm doing here. So it does look pretty good though, for having no clue what I'm doing. I have to.
The design process.
Oh, yes, it is.
4 to 12 bit.
There we go. Just shaking off the deco mesh. Now the ear, you're gonna fool around with the ear. I'm gonna put some hot glue behind the ear to keep the ear upright, because this fabric's pretty soft. There we go. Now I'm going to show you guys, as you probably can already figure out, how to do it.
Nobody can see.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the easy way to turn your horse into a unicorn. Obviously, you wouldn't do.
No, we don't sell the finished horses.
No, I don't sell the finished horses. I like teaching you guys. I sell them to people that around here that want to pick them up. But okay, so to do the unicorn, you would do it the exact same way I just made the horse. Obviously, you may not want to use gray, and you would use the mane. You would use colors. So I did black and silver. You can do purples with pinks and greens, you know, all the unicorn colors, and mix it up for the mane. Or you can do it like I did with the pieces of burlap, the different colors of burlap. So it's totally up to you. So the bridle I made just like I showed you guys with the black. And the unicorn horn, I'm going to show you what I glued on, and then I just glued the part of that ear. And then some of the headband I showed you guys earlier, that headband I used for the unicorn, it has 2 ears and it has the horn. So I didn't use the other ear. So I picked off these little flowers and I glued them on the bridle so it matches the rest of the unicorn. So this beauty is going to become a unicorn in a second. Okay, so my ear is fastened there. So I'm going to take this ear. So it's just a piece of felt. And like I said, I bought these, I ordered them from AliExpress or something, like 100 of them for the unicorn. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bunch of glue on the back of this felt and just put it on the inside of the ear. Actually, that looks really cute just on the horse. So I'm going to hot glue and just put it, you guys see me, on the inside of the horse. It matches. Oh, that actually looks pretty. Now, once I put it on, it's going to look like a black maned unicorn. Oh. I lost my horn. So the horn, now you can make your own horns. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make your horns at another date. This is just a headband, a kid's headband that I ordered and just pulled it apart. So I used the ear. Now I'm going to use the horn. And to put the horn on, all you have to do is put a little bit of hot glue on the back of the horn. I'll try. I usually do at the end when I'm finished my thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull back this fur a little bit. I'm going to put some hot glue on the back of the horn. And I'm going to press it on just right at the edge of the board, right in front of his ear. And just hold it for a sec. Okay, and now to double secure it. Now, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to take the horn off. He doesn't really look like a unicorn. Well, he does now. You put a horn on a horse, it's a unicorn. But then you could then on the underneath part of the horn, put some more hot glue gun, and then just put the fur on the bottom to attach it. See, there's the horn. So now it is a horse unicorn, a unihorse. But I'm going to take these off because I want my horse just to be a gray mare. Actually, I might take this off and just leave the white ear part. No. Oh, it's on there. Never mind. That sucks. I'm gonna have to make another ear because I don't like
Another one that's
I feel like I'm having a deja vu. Like we've said this already. Like I've done this already. I hate that feeling.
What?
Where you, it's called deja vu or something.
Yeah, you've done it 3 times. That's why it's deja vu.
Oh, stop it. I did not. Okay. So there's my horse. I'm gonna put it on the couch here and then flip around the camera so you guys can see. Still looks like a kind of a hot mess, but I have to trim up the bangs. And he would hang right here. So that's how he would hang. These bangs are going to be crazy. Maybe I should have used pieces. Anyways, shouldn't have put bangs at all. So that's a different way to do the horse. I have to pull all the hair back down. This is falling off. Hold on. Technical difficulties. My camera's falling. I have to order that thing that Scott's. Yeah, Groundhog Day. Big time. There's the horse. You can see it a little bit better.
Bro, what are you spinning?
Because my camera thing is falling off the holder.
I feel like I'm in the total world.
Sorry. So yeah, you can go underneath and fix all the fur. But you guys got the gist. So that's it. That's the horse. Easy peasy. Again, you'll have your own preference of what materials you like and how you want to do it. Share your ideas. Like I said, I just sit here and play with different things and hopefully come up with something. But I know you guys can do probably much better than I can. Anyways, so you can snip all that off. I think I'm going to zip tie my things into the zip ties, and then I can cut these frayed edges off. And there's my hanger. I just put a piece of twine in the whole hanger. And you have a gorgeous horse on the other side. I will take a picture of my beauty tomorrow on my door. That's my favorite spot to put them when taking pictures because my front door gets the sun so nicely. But anyways, is there any questions? Okay, hold on. But these bangs are just driving me crazy.
Everybody's looking at a blank board, right?
I know, hold on. You know why? Because my camera is retarded. Look, I'm upside down now. Are you guys dizzy yet? Oh my God. Spinning all over the place. Okay. Oh, I really suck at this. I need a videographer. Anybody out there a videographer? Okay. Oh, that's better. It's my precious pony. Okay, I really got to fix it. I'll fix his bangs before I go to bed and take a picture. And his bridle and everything. Does anybody have any questions on making this? Now is the time to ask. Don't be shy. This is really cool. It's going to shine so nicely on the door. Okay. Oh my gosh, this camera. Let's see. Oh, look, honey. It's me and you. Oh my gosh, it's Dave and me. We're right. Hold on a second. Look. We're kissing. Lover, look.
Really?
Aren't they cute? Look, they're kissing. Oh, the horse is made out of all different materials, but it's our new Unique in the Creek board. So there's a few different ways I've shown how to make the horse. And this one was out of a blanket. And that's the back. So both these horses were made exactly the same, but using different colors. And this one was done in burlap.
Yes, it
For the
will be
main-
posted to watch again.
Yeah, it'll be posted. And this one's done in Deco Mesh. And they have matching flowers too. Look. Oh, God, I'm cute. Lover. Lover, look at us. It's me and you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to post somebody here.
Okay. On the Scarecrow, when you zip ties, how did you add ribbon strips or other things? Okay, so before you zip the zip tie tightly, oh, sorry, Eleanor, before you zip tie the tight, you can feed through ribbon or raffia or whatever else you want, leaves or all kinds of stuff. Feed it through the zip tie, and then once it's you got it centered and it's in place, then you can zip it really tight. That way everything's in there and it's not going to move. I hope that answered your question. There's actually a few videos that show me doing ribbons and stuff through the zip ties. So you might just want to catch one of those or skim through it to find the spot where I did that. Yeah, they did turn out really, really nice. I'm really happy with it. And, I'm going to have to fix it up a little bit, but not bad. Yeah. I'll probably sell this, I don't know, $50, $60. It's pretty big too. So, it would look really nice over a mantle or like for people that have horse themes or whatever. Which one horse nose is shared? Sorry, I don't know what you mean, Donna. $10 to ship. $10 to ship what, Johnny? Shipping is all based on, I can't control the shipping. It's all based on weight. So the horse obviously weighs more than like a flower board or character board. It's bigger. And we have to use boxes. So we can't use bags. They do fit in our shipping bags. The only problem is we're scared that the ear may break off because USPS, they suck. They throw things, even you could wrap the thing in fragile stickers and they still will throw it around and step on it. So, so we put the horse frames in a box. So the shipping is just a little bit more, but most of it is based on weight. So lots of people love horses. Yeah, have a look at the replay, Judith. There is another tutorial you'll see where I've done the horse all in burlap, like this one. So this one is done. This one's all done in burlap, except for the mane. The mane is done in this wool that I found at Hobby Lobby, and it's almost like fine like hair. So it really does look like the mane of a horse. It's pretty cool. But I can't sell it because I write everything on the back. So this one I will be keeping. There's a couple prototype ones, I call them, that have writing all over the back. Maybe one day they'll be worth money. Because I'm a genius, right, honey?
Huh?
I said I'm a genius, right, honey?
Sure.
Yeah, if you put them outside, Michelle, I would spray the boards first. I know there's a lot of people going to be using like the Christmas tree sprigs and stuff like that to make their horses, because you would just zip the end of the Christmas tree sprig in it and it would layer on each other. But because it's winter, well, here in Canada, I would spray it just because of the snow and stuff. But yeah, just give it a quick spray with the outdoor sealant. Have I done them with green garland? No, actually, we were just talking about that. So it would be really easy to do, even if you got an old Christmas tree and took it apart. There is I wish I knew her name. There's a lady that makes horses. She makes absolutely stunning horses, like beautiful horses, and she uses the green pine stuff and everything too. So, but hers is quite involved. So I got all my boards and downloads, just waiting to get to Office Maps to get printed. What?
One Bob says, can we send you money order?
Money order? They still have money orders?
She's asking.
Oh, I don't know if you can send a money order. I've never been asked. What is money order?
Are you serious?
What? What's a money order?
Like a bank draft.
Is it a check? What? He laughs. He laughs at me.
Oh, goodness.
I'll have to get back to you about the money orders.
These young ones.
For Christmas. Oh, Sherry, I'm sure people will, as soon as they get their hands on these horse boards, they will be doing much, much better things than I could ever do. I wish I had more time to fool around with stuff, but lately I haven't had very much time at all. And spending a lot of time in like accountants and lawyers and all this stuff that I don't want to do.
Money orders like a check only already paid for.
Oh, I don't know. I guess so.
No, they would mail it to you. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What? Oh, whatever. How come the States don't have EMT yet?
I don't know.
Anybody in the States, do you guys, how can you not have email money transfer? That is like the best thing since like sliced bread. You know, you just email people money instead of PayPal, because PayPal takes all your money for.
She's trying to explain to you what the money order is.
Oh.
She wants to pay you with a money order.
You could spray and reinforce with chicken wire for live greenery. Yeah, you don't even have to wire them. You could just zip tie them in to the board, the live greenery, and they should stay just as well as the chicken wire, because you would just zip tie that on too, or wire it on. I take money orders all the time from US to. Oh, okay.
Oh,
sorry, I've never had the need to get a money order, so I'm sorry. Anyways, we are making a Christmas tree board, Teresa or Therese. I can't promise you when it's coming out. It's been designed and everything, so it's in the stages of the trying. It shouldn't be too hard, not like the horse. The horse was a bit, because you got to keep in mind when we do the designing of these things, we have to make sure that it's teachable, that we could teach you guys just by watching us. So that's why I always face my camera down to my hands, because you need to see what I'm doing. The Christmas tree one will be fairly easy, and yeah, the horse was a little bit more difficult, but that's okay. I love doing it. It was fun, and it turned out beautifully. So anyways, I'm gonna take a couple more questions, and then
Insurance,
you get a
no, we do
post.
not take money orders. Everything comes electronically.
Oh, if you want to mail one, you can. Oh yes, definitely. The tree will be definitely out probably by the end of August. So it will be in at the convention. I will have horse boards for the convention as well. I'm not guaranteeing how many, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And yes, definitely Christmas tree. I am located in Stony Creek, Ontario in Canada. And we do have another facility over in Niagara Falls, New York. So, but basically we run out of Canada. So yeah. Here with Scott. I hope Scott's mom's okay.
I think Scott left.
Yeah, I think he left. Somebody just put here with Scott.
Yes, he left.
Okay. Okay, so if nobody has any more questions, you can have a repeat. You can watch the horse video any time. If you have any questions, just message me, and I will try and get to you as soon as I can. Oh, really jumping ahead. I think Scott's going to do a poinsettia, actually. So I've already done one, and I'm going to keep that a little secret, but it's kind of like the sunflower. It's not rocket science.
Explain the flower board. I purchased them. Do I need to purchase a tutorial for the flower?
There's 6-7 different flower tutorials I have out there. Now there's more different kinds of flowers you can make with them. There is the rose, the rose, the daisy, and the zinnia are all paid tutorials, and the daffodil. There is free ones on my YouTube channel, Unique in the Creek, and so there's free ones there. And I've also done quite a few Facebook Lives, so if you just go in the video section, you can go scroll through all the videos, and you'll see some in there as well. I've done tablecloth flowers, I've done olive fun flowers, but yeah, right now the rose, the daffodil, and the zinnia and the daisy are paid tutorials, but the sunflower and stuff is free.
Can I pick up my order in Stony Creek? You live by Stony Creek?
Yeah, if you live by Stony Creek, you can just, instead of for shipping, you just press click where it's pick up. I think there's a pickup thing. I didn't realize there wasn't a pickup thing until somebody let me know like a few days ago. So my apologies for my fellow Canadians. Me too. I can't wait till the convention. There's so many people. All the speakers that are speaking are people I've watched for, a few years now since I've been doing Wreathing. So I'm quite excited just to be, and honored to be even invited, like little old me. But my invention is pretty cool. So, oh yeah, I think I messaged you, Deb, about asking if you were going to pick it up or not. So maybe check your emails. So I will be doing more centers. I'm going to try and lock myself away for a few days so I can just basically do all designing to make some fun new centers for the character boards. So it won't be all faces or anything. There'll be signs like Winter Wonderland signs and stuff like that that you can use in the middle of them.
But you can get a lot of good, cool suggestions.
Yeah, there's a lot of suggestions I've been writing down, and so I will take them into consideration and see what I can make. I'm not like a great digital designer, but I can make some cutie things. I actually trying to find an actual digital designer to work for me, so I've been on the search. So if anybody knows of a digital design artist, maybe you can send them my way. Oh, okay, Deb. There's actually a few people from Hagersville actually that ordered. That's really, wow, cool. Anyways, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go eat dinner. I'm very hungry. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the horse. And you guys, whoever ordered first, you guys will be getting them any day. I know a bunch of you got them today.
We're almost caught up on them. So
yeah. Don't be shy to order them. We're almost caught up on all the orders, horses, everything. So you won't be waiting a ton of time. Okay? So you have several. I am sleepy, Carrie. Very sleepy. Anyways, I'm going to go now. And I can't wait to see everybody's horse designs and what you guys come up with. So please share, okay? And I will talk to you guys all later. Night, everybody.